Hey guys, welcome back. Thanks for joining me again today. Now, I've been waiting for this for a while. I've been waiting for my little toys to come in, and I finally got them in. Today we're going to be unboxing and installing the Google Home Mini and the Nest. So, if you saw my previous video about the Google Home, I've been really enjoying it. And so I wanted to get more devices that would hook up with it and do some cool stuff. So I got the Nest. It's a smart thermostat, and they call it the Nest Learning Thermostat. It can program itself. It can help you save a lot of money apparently, and it connects with Google Home. It has an app that will come with it as well, but it connects with the Google Home, which is really cool. So yeah, let's unbox it and let's take a look at what we have, and then after the unboxing, we'll try to install it with my limited knowledge. Thanks for joining again, guys. Let's go. Okay, I already took the wrapper off this. This guy still has a wrapper on, but we will open him in a little bit. We're gonna open this guy first, see what all we have in here. So we'll just take the sleeve off. Nice, really nice, sleek design. Looks like, let's see what else we got here. So there's a cover here for the Nest. Keep it nice. I guess so in shipping it won't get scratched. It'll let you know that it's been taken care of. And this guy just comes right out. It's pretty small. It will fit right on your wall with a touch screen. Letting you know you should remove that. We'll remove this piece later. And I'll go ahead and take this out. Set it to the side. Here's the documentation. Set the documentation aside. Oh, now this is really cool. It looks like they've given me everything I need, even the screwdriver and the screws, which I really like for people who aren't really handy. I'm handy with some things I'm not, but I like that they've included everything you need. They give you a screwdriver, screws. Now, when we go to install this is where the different color wires will go in. And they even give you a little balance thing there too, a little bubble balance. Let's take this piece out. Let's see if there's anything underneath it. I think there is. Oh, there went the screws. So yeah, they've included a panel and the screws you need for the panel there. If you want to use a panel, I've read online, some people use the panel, some people don't. It just depends on the look of it, how you want it to look. But good job, Nest. I really like that you put the screwdriver and the screws in there. I don't really want to have to go to Lowe's or Home Depot. So I really enjoyed that you guys thought about your consumers there. Nice packaging so far. I really like the packaging. Let's see what we got here in the... There you go. So here's some of the other products they have. They got thermostat, the protection. This is for the if you're going to do your security system and the cam, and I've looked at these online. I thought about getting these, but I'll wait and see how I like the Nest thermostat. But these might be coming into my home in the future. And little how-to guide. You can also find people online that can help you install this. But they have a website to help install as well, which we may be looking at later. But we'll put this aside. Installation guide. They have another little guide here for installation to let you know how to do it. How to. It's pretty nice. I'll have to read through that before I show you guys visually how to do this. Nice. And then meet the Nest Learning Thermostat. It gives you a rundown of what's on the screen. They keep touting that they can control from anywhere, which is really cool with the app. And I really like that you can do it with the Google Home. Now you can do this, I think, with but Amazon Alexa with Echo. But I have heard that there's extra voice commands you have to do, and with Google you don't have to do that. So they give you this kind of timeline, if I can put it out, 90 days, kind of like AA or NA, and give me 90 days and then make a decision. But they give you the different rundown, what happened. I'll scroll through this, and you can pause it at any time if you want to read any of this more. So there you go. Before we install this, we're going to open up the Home Mini. Now, this should work very similar if you want to go back, and I'll try to I'll put something up top here so you can see. I'll put a link to my old video of the Google Home, my initial impressions. This is just a miniature version of the Google Home. And I have a Google Home right now, and it's in my kitchen, which is where I'm at now, in the countertop. But this one is a small, like almost like a hockey puck. And this one's going to go in the bedroom, I think. But let's go ahead and open it up and see what's inside. Nice little tear. Google does a great job with their packaging as well. So we'll just tear that up, open it. There you go. I mean, there's my hand. That's how big this is. It's nothing to it, really. Now, it's also got the same, it's got a USB port, and you can switch on the mic on and off, so it's listening or not listening. So if you leave the house or something, you could turn that off, I guess, if you wanted. Let's see what else is in the box here. Let's get started. So they got the Let's Get Started guide. It probably tells you how to hook it up, how to do all those good things, and then here's the charge. Here's the plug-in. Now they're using it looks like a USB Mini, and then this plugs in. So yeah, just plug that right in. Whereas the Google Home, I think, requires more power, so it has a regular kind of power outlet. It doesn't use a USB, but this one does use a USB. I'm curious if I could use any of my existing USB cables or not. Let's see if there's anything else in the box here. Nope, that's it. So yeah, there you go. So once I have the Nest set up, I'll set this guy up too. But since it's very similar to the Google Home, I'll wait right now. So yeah, let's go over. Let's hook our Nest up and see how easy or how hard it is to set this guy up and replace it with the current thermostat that you have. Okay, so the first thing you're really going to want to do is you want to turn the power off. I can't find exactly where the panel is for my air conditioning heater, so I'm just going to turn the main power off to disconnect everything. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so now the power is off. First thing we want to do is we want to take this old faceplate off. So let's go ahead. Well, we have to undo these. We want to remove these wires. There you go. And then we'll do the white one. So we have green, white, and then we have the C, then we have C, yellow, and red. Okay, so we have those done, and now we're going to go ahead and we'll take this off too, if it cooperates. Here we go. And I can keep these just in here. It's always a good idea to keep your old stuff just in case you need it. You never know until you get in there if you're really going to need it or not. Okay. So there you go. And then you can see, like, they did give us a faceplate if we wanted, and you can see if you actually will need it. We'll see if I put this up, will it cover? So I think I'm going to use the faceplate, because the faceplate is going to cover up all that stuff and make it look really nice. Okay, so now since I'm going to be using the base plate here and this, you have to snap these together. So we'll line the holes up really nice. First of all, if you can look on the back, you want to, these 4 pieces, you want to snap them into these spots. So we will do that. We will line that up, and then it just snaps right in. It doesn't give you an indication that it snapped in. I could feel it though. So if you're curious, you can feel it snap in, but it doesn't give you an indication that it's actually snapped in. Okay. And then you're going to run your wires through here. Make sure they're all in there. And all right, so we'll level it up. It's nice to have a built-in leveler there. And then we're going to drill our holes. So we'll kind of line that up. Make sure there's nothing on the side there. All right, that looks good and level, I think. All right. Does that look level to you guys? I think that's level. So what I'm going to do, instead of trying to do this with a video, I'm just going to pause the video, and then I'm going to screw these in, then pause it, and then I'll come back, okay? Okay, so I've got the screws in there, and I'll tell you, that was not an easy task with the screwdriver that they gave you. Just because I was, not only was I going through sheetrock, but I was going through a little bit of wood. So I don't have any power in the house, so I couldn't use my electric drill, but I have this nice drill here. I mean not drill, but a screwdriver. I can change out the different heads here, and you can hear it's like a ratchet system. So I can change the direction, and this made it a lot easier. I had a better grip on it, and I could apply better pressure, and it was a lot faster to do it with that. So while I do appreciate that Nest gave us the screwdriver, it was pretty tough once I got down, because this thing needs to not be able to move, right? It needs to be as tight as it can be without, you don't want to break this piece. So if you get too tight, it could crack, but you do want to do it. And you can see I scuffed a little bit up here because the screwdriver, the other screwdriver I was using, slipped and I scratched it a bit. So yeah, so I would recommend, if you have a better, like a drill or even something like this, where you can get a better grip and apply better pressure, I would recommend one of these over the screwdriver that they give you. Now, the next thing we have to do is we have to take these and we have to put them in the proper color. You may not be able to see it from this angle. Let's see if I can move it. But there's small holes here. So you match up the color to where you had. Now, if you remember, our blue was actually the C, okay? There is no blue, B for blue, even though that one, I think that one's a different one, but the blue is our C here. So we're going to put these up. So and the rest of them are pretty standard, I believe. So now is the time we want to get all these wires, we want to connect them in the right spot. So I don't know if you remember on the old system, but all these should go in the same. So the G is for green, so we're going to put the green in here, and we put it as far as it can go. Okay. And then we have the yellow here. And the yellow, see, some older systems had a Y and then a Y2. Newer ones will say Y1, Y2. But in our old system, we had a Y, it was just Y. So in this one, we want to hook this up to the Y1. Y1 and Y are the same thing. Usually that's for your compressor, I believe. Okay, and so now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to get the white. So the white, in the older system it was just white. There was no one, but the new ones it's the Y1. So we're going to hook this up to our Y1. Okay. And again, you know these are going on all the way because these little buttons on the side will press themselves down. And you can also give a double check and press it down too. Okay. And then we're going to do our blue, which, as we said earlier, this was the C. So we're going to put this one into there. Okay, don't make it easy. It's pretty tough. There we go. That one's all the way in. And then we will do our red. Okay, so now if you're doing the red one, remember on the old system I just had an R and then RC, but on this one we have an RH and RC. This has something to do with the jumpers, and if you look at the Nest website, they talk about these jumpers and it automatically jumps it for you. And they say you can plug it into either one of these, but everything I found, people were plugging in their R to the RH. So we're going to plug this into the RH. Just to be on, just compatible, just to keep up with what most people are going to do with theirs. Again, this is tricky to get all the way in. All right. So it looks like we've got all the wires in. Let's attach to the display. Now remember on this display, hopefully that's not going to be in the way, but we'll see once we get there. But this part will snap into that. And it's snapped in. We know it's there. I can go ahead and remove that piece. And looks pretty good so far. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go turn the power on and we'll get this bad boy running. Moment of truth. Turn the power back on. All right, so our Nest has loaded up. I guess I can go ahead and turn off my I guess it takes a minute for it to load up. So in our booklet, it says the Nest thermostat will turn on and walk you through the setup. Just turn the ring and press select. During the setup, you can connect the thermostat to Wi-Fi. There we go. Language, internet connection. So you can click it here to get it to start. I'm going to pause the video and turn this light off. Okay. So now thermostat's online. We're going to press continue. And now it's going to check for some software updates. Thermostat software is up to date. Good to know. Now we're going to do our location. Your location lets Nest set the local time and determine the weather forecast. That's pretty cool. We're actually in 30605. So we're going to set this to North America, USA. Oh, I like that. 3. And we have a single family. Where is your thermostat? It is in hallway, heating and cooling. Are you a Nest Pro? Nope, homeowner. Yep. Oh, that's good. So it's hard to see on here, I think, but we'll do that. So it's asking me the equipment detected. It lets you know what it's detected, so we'll continue that. No power wires detected. Oh. So that one should be connected, and it's not. So we'll have to check that out and see why. The Nest app. Again, I think my video stopped, but guys, what happened earlier is that I wasn't getting a connection. You saw the Y and the yellow where the red part had come out. If you guys remember seeing that. So what you ever have to do if it loses connection, you just take this off and make sure that all of your wires are seated properly in the pieces behind it. That was what happened. It wasn't seated. So as soon as I put that on and turned my power back on, everything was working. I don't know if it went through. You just go through the internet connections, your location, heating, cooling, temperature. It's all pretty self-explanatory. And now it's telling me to do the Nest app. Yes, I would like to do it. So now what we'll do is we'll download the Nest app. I'll create an account, and then I'll select and add the product, and I'll need that key. So let's go and do that now, shall we? Okay, I've got my email address in there. I've connected it to my app that I downloaded. So we're going to hit done and we're going to finish. Nice. It says the heat is set to 68. It says it's 69 right now. So we can even set that down. We can go to 66, 65. If I hit that, it gives me what the temperature is outside right now. It gives me the time. And it gives me how the temperature in my house right now. I wonder what the rest of these do. We got settings. You can hit your schedule. So you can do a schedule if you want. Let's go back here. Yep. And then I'll have to energy yesterday. So I think it gives you a rundown of your energy consumption, which is pretty cool. And then let's see what we got here. Fan. Get done. So there's a lot of these settings that I'm going to play with. Thermostat, heat, and then yeah. It's pretty cool. So yeah, that wasn't that hard actually. So yeah, so I'm going to, I don't know, I'm going to have to play with this a little bit more and then let you guys know what I think. So there you go, guys. It really wasn't that hard to do, as you can see. A couple of gotchas that kind of tripped me was, well, first of all, while I previously stated that I really liked that they gave us the screwdriver, I found it difficult to really penetrate the wall with it. It started fine at first, but I think you really need an electric a drill, or you need something like I used, a ratchet system. Seems to work a lot better if you use one of those. So once I got that, it was no problem. And then I had a little snafu when I put the face of the thermostat on. I think the red wire was sticking out just enough so when the back hit that wire, it came loose and came unseated. So and that was a gotcha. And so when I turned the thermostat on, it gave me an error. And then it was really cool. The Nest website gives you a kind of rundown of what's compatible, what's not. And I tell you, if I can do it, anybody can do it. I don't really think I'm the handiest person when it comes to tools and things like that. But, you know, just common knowledge. Turn your electricity off. You don't want to electrocute yourself. If you can't find the labeling properly on your box, just turn the main off. That turns everything off and you just don't have to worry about it, okay? So yeah, I may do an update in a week or so once I learn, get it through the app, and also once I connect it to my Google Home and do more controls that way. And then I'll do an update video and how I'm enjoying it or how I'm not enjoying it. We'll see. But yeah, thanks for watching today, guys. I hope if you decide to get a Nest, I hope that my video helped you install or at least help you make a decision if you wanted to get one or not. If it did, let me know. Write me something down in the comment section. If you like what I'm doing, please subscribe to my channel. And as always, thank you for joining me today. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.